Do you guys know when we unmute ourselves here, the audience can hear us?
Yes, that's why I sometimes say silly things.
Hello, audience.
Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
That was unpredictable.
Live from studios in Michigan, New York, and Idaho. You're listening to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. Today on the show, we're going to be reviewing the Star Trek episode Deep Space Nine, Series Acclamation Mill. Starfleet Academy, Series Acclamation Mill. Plus, we've got Star Trek news and your listener feedback. And now, the emissary of Trekcast, Daniel Reyes.
Oh, I'm not the emissary.
Very much so, sir.
Oh,
Very
no.
much so. Yes.
You are of Trekcast.
Yes. You are of the Trekcast.
Hold on.
It's true. I'm of the internet.
Your pod is strong.
The paw is strong. Oh. I was like, what's his fist doing? The paw is strong. It's the digital touching. Oh, wait. That sounds really bad right now.
Oh,
No.
please don't digital touch me.
No. Not at all. Yeah. So we'll definitely talk about that episode. We also got some Star Trek news. Right now, it's really hard to find news stories because almost every single one is like, oh, let's recap the latest episode. Like every news story. So
Right.
But I found stories, so I'm excited about that. There's going to be something in there for toy collectors. So that should be exciting. But how you guys been?
Good.
Yeah, right on.
A lot of crap going around. A lot of sickness going around. A lot of cold and snowy and
Cold, snow, Star Trek.
I am so over this winter.
Sometimes I feel like I want to do this show 2 weeks after the episode comes out. Because we did a whole show on last week's episode. And then I had a whole week of it like rolling around in my head. And like, I don't want to rehash last week's episode, but new things came to mind that just don't make sense.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
I don't know when to discuss them.
Yeah.
Or if to discuss them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. So
there's so many plot holes. I mean, there's a giant one in this episode.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It frustrates me to no end. I just last night, just side note, last night I went to it's called a table read where we read somebody's script out loud and we help the writer like kind of flesh out their script, right?
The thing these people are supposed to be doing, but don't.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I went to this and I was thinking about like, do they not do this? Like
they don't.
They have to not, or they don't care. But we'll get into the plot holes because there's quite a many of them.
So, last week's episode.
Yeah, go for it.
Can we touch on it again?
Sure, do it
briefly. And I got a whole bunch of stuff here, and I don't know if I'm going to cover all of it, but the whole crux of the episode was that Klingons are a ritualistic society, right? Okay, their entire society is based on the warrior mentality,
right?
And this show is true to that, but only when it wants to be.
Yeah.
Like for an example, Jaden wouldn't eat warrior stew. because he's not supposed to.
Mhm.
But the whole point of his characters in this show is that he does stuff that he's not supposed to
Right.
as a
he's
Klingon,
non-traditional.
or doesn't do the things that he's supposed to do.
Right.
Klingons don't accept anything that they can't conquer.
Mhm.
Right? That was my takeaway. That's why they wouldn't accept the planet. Okay. That makes the idea of a triad house even more ridiculous. If you can't accept charity, and you won't take anything without conquering it, the idea of sharing another man's wife
Mhm.
makes zero sense.
Mhm.
Or if you're a man and you allow someone to share your wife without him killing you first,
Mhm.
doesn't make any sense. Klingons have a patriarchal society, except for that brief moment of time in Star Trek 6. Women couldn't be on the High Council. They couldn't be chancellor. This is the whole reason that the Duras sisters had to find the illegitimate son of Duras
Mhm.
to challenge Gowron taking the throne. This is the whole reason that Grilka had to marry Quark, because she couldn't lead a house on her own. The idea that Jaden has two fathers makes zero sense.
Mhm.
If instead it was his father had two wives, that would make a little more sense. But even then, I think the wives would kill each other in Klingon society.
For dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which you could argue the guys would have too.
Yeah. They're trying hard to say, look how different and open and progressive we are, without actually considering the story and the rules that they've already established for themselves. And I think the detractors would say not all Klingons are the same, and it's small-minded if you think that. But the whole point of this episode is that all Klingons are the same, and that's why they won't accept that planet.
Mhm.
You mean to tell me there isn't like a small pocket of Klingons who'd be like, you know what, we'll take the planet. We'll take it. We'll take it, and we will procreate, and the Klingon species will live on. And if those Klingons over there die fighting each other in space, then that's on them. But we're going to be the new Klingon Empire.
Live to fight another day.
Yes.
Well, and you could even argue, like, because it's been 1,000 years, right? That's the whole premise. That they're 1,000 years in the future. You could even argue, like, maybe there is a subset of Klingons who did conquer a different planet, and they're like, we live non-traditionally here, and that's why we have a triune houses or whatever, right? Like, their whole thing is that they're different, or they're incorporated more with other species.
It's just the whole thing doesn't make sense. If there are Klingons that are progressive enough that they're gay or bisexual or polyamorous, then surely there are Klingons who would accept charity and take this new planet to prevent their own extinction.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So once again, it's it's not intolerance. It's bad writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad writing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well,
that's it. I got it off my chest.
Yeah, nice. Oh, don't worry. There's more bad writing to talk about later.
I know. My wife. I before I came down here to do this, I gave her a kiss. I said, "I'll be downstairs taking a shit on Star Trek." And she's like, again, and I'm like, I know. It's so hard when I love something so much.
Yeah.
And I see it turning into something else. I guess that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, when I was watching this episode and the plot holes, I will get into them. Yeah. I remember thinking, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, let's get to the Star Trek news, because
there's
some good stuff in there at least.
Star Trek news.
All right, so our first news story comes to us from Gizmodo. That's one of my favorite websites to say the name of. I don't know if you saw this, Dan. You're a toy collector like myself. But Nacelle is going to be coming out with a Build-A-Bridge set with their toy line, their upcoming toy line. This is supposed to be in line with the figures, so the figures will be able to be there perfectly. It's a
Yep.
1/10 scale, so this thing's going to be massive. And
So-
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we don't know the price point on this, but they're going to be selling it in individual sections, so separate from the action figures.
Separate from the action figures.
Yes.
See, that's strange.
Yeah.
Because usually, so we've seen stuff like this before.
Right.
Usually, what this is each figure in the series comes with a piece of a larger figure or a set piece like this.
Mhm.
And, if you want to build the whole Juggernaut figure, you have to buy all 7 X-Men in that series.
Right.
Because one comes with an arm, one comes with another arm. You get the head, the torso, the legs and whatnot. And it's a marketing thing to get you to buy all of them, not just the ones that you like. So I don't know. It's strange that they're going to sell these. If that's really what they're doing, they're going to sell these pieces separate.
I had to look that up a couple times to make sure that I was right about that they're selling it separate. But you can see it that right there compared to a Spock figure, how big this thing is, just each section.
Yeah.
And you have to remember their figures are 7 inches.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a massive, massive thing. So I get why they didn't just throw it in with an action figure. It's too expensive,
Yeah.
But
you're,
yeah.
I feel like you're going to run into a situation then where, the captain's chair is going to sell out.
Right.
No. Yeah.
But the Science Station 2, they're going to have a million. They're going to have a million of them.
Right. For sure. I thought about that too, because everyone's going to want the captain's chair and get their Kirk, and now you're done. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
But there are completionists out there who will want the whole thing, and it'll be it's what a 12-part set or 13-part set, something like that. 12. So even like the bridge right there is its own thing, and then the captain's chair is all by itself. So don't know the prices yet on these things, but they're saying if all goes well, and Nacelle has had some issues with getting things released. They've had some issues, but they're trying. If all goes well, you should be able to complete the whole bridge by the end of the year.
Yeah. So I'll tell you just from personal experience, some people are going to be a little gun shy on this.
Yeah.
So around 2002, when Enterprise came out, Art Asylum did 7-inch Enterprise figures. And you can get the regular figure or you can get it deluxe, where it came with the section of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was eventually you'll be able to build the whole bridge.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
They never finished it.
Right.
So it was impossible. So you had people who shelled out a few $100 and they had 60% of a bridge or something.
Yeah.
And 50% of a crew, because there were people that never came out. They never did Hoshi in her uniform.
Mm-hmm.
They never did Dr. Phlox. They did both of them in the environmental suit, but not in their regular Starfleet uniform.
Right.
One of them, I think Trip came out in his bridge uniform, but it was an exclusive. You had to order it through a different retailer or something. Yeah, it was a mess.
Mm.
It was a mess. So I don't know. You got to have the space to display something like
That's
this.
the other thing.
Look.
I love it. I love
I'm
this
sitting
thing,
in front of a I'm sitting in front of a 3x3 card table. I'm like, I don't know. This might take up the whole table.
See, and I
Where
was
do you
about to
put
ask
that?
you, are you going to buy this thing?
No, absolutely not.
No.
No.
I have a 1985 GI Joe USS Flag aircraft carrier.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's 7 feet long.
Yeah, it's taller than you.
It's a coffee table.
Yeah.
It's in my storage unit. I don't have anywhere to put it. I won't part with it because they're few and far between, and they just keep going up in price. And someday I would like to have somewhere in my house that is not the living room to display something like that. But right now that's not the case.
Yeah.
So I have a TNG bridge set from 1993.
Mm-hmm.
it's in a box. It's storage because I don't have a
Right.
place to put it. So
Right.
my proton pack's right over there, though.
That's cool. Yeah. I love Voltron. I love collecting the Voltron toys, and they just announced that they're going to make new Voltrons for the upcoming movie. Oh, there it is. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Sorry. Go ahead, Voltron.
Yeah. So they're going to come out with new toys, and I'm already dreading, like, where am I going to put these things?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's that news story. Our next news story comes to us from Slash Film. Actually, the next two stories come to us from Slash Film. But this first one, it's kind of interesting because we'll get into it a little bit later as far as the episode. But apparently, Starfleet Academy Episode 5 has kind of removed a Star Trek comic book from official canon. There's a current storyline or just finished up, something like that, where they did a storyline where Cisco has returned. And what does that mean for DS9? He's got to go on a mission for the Prophets. And so because of episode 5 of this latest episode, where they pretty much say that Cisco never returned, that kind of ruins the comic book. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Are there
fans
any
are
Star
not
Trek
happy
fans
about
out
that.
there that read the comics?
These comics are extremely popular.
Are they?
I don't know if they're like Marvel and DC popular, but they are popular.
Anybody in the
indie.
chat read the comics? I'd be curious to know.
I would be curious about that too. Maybe I'll try to find the comic book sale numbers for next episode. Maybe I can see comparatively where they're at.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting thing. All right. And then the last news story comes to us also from Slash Film, and this will be a nice dovetail to when we get to our big discussion. But I don't know if you guys saw it or missed it, but there was a giant Easter egg in the latest episode. And one of the producers, I forget who it was, they basically said that if you look up at the clouds at the end of the episode, you will see a giant Easter egg. Dan is nodding. You must have caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just about make out the face of Benjamin Sisko, the bald
That's right.
head and the goatee.
Yes. So yeah, if you missed that right at the end of the episode when they have the voiceover and the clouds, look in the clouds, like Mufasa in The Lion King, you will see him in the clouds. So, he's right there.
Can I just say for a minute?
Yeah.
Cirroc Lofton, 2026.
Yeah.
Cirroc Lofton. If they were to make a Deep Space Nine season 8 right now, he could play Benjamin Sisko.
Yeah, he
I
could.
would buy it.
Yeah.
I would buy him as Benjamin Sisko.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how similar look.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're not related in real life.
No,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he normally shaves his head or if that's something he did for the part to kind of show he was following in his father's footsteps, but he looks like him.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Yeah. For sure. So, so that's all the news stories. Well, should we get to the main topic? Yeah, okay. You guys seem so enthusiastic.
Fun will now commence.
All right, so our main topic is reviewing the latest episode of Starfleet Academy, episode 5. I don't even know the name of the episode. But
Series Acclamation Mill.
there you go. There you go. So we're very clearly doing episodes about each individual main cadet, and this time it was Sam's turn. So we're doing an episode on her. Yeah, these photos are going to be out of order too because Paramount does not release them in order, and I don't care to try to figure it out. So
I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole show's out of order.
that's right. That's right. So, what did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you not?
I liked this episode.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
It was fan service, and I don't care, and I'm not
That's
going
fine.
to apologize for liking it.
Okay.
When I saw Cirroc Lofton, You know, it brought a tear to my eye when I heard the theme. It brought a tear to my eye when it was revealed that it was Dax. It brought a tear to my eye when I heard
Yeah.
Avery Brooks' voiceover. You know, it brought me back, and it was nostalgia. And I don't care if it was fan service. It still, like I said, it was nostalgic, and I have a deep love for Deep Space Nine. And it was her
Wild Bill's
second
with you, man.
it was her
Thank you,
second or
Strongbeard. I
third
like you
scene,
too.
and I go, wait a minute, I'm looking at the actress that played the Cardassian. I'm like, wait a minute, is that Tawny Newsome?
Yes.
Like, oh yeah. My wife looks it up. She goes, yeah. Well, and then my wife did. Oh, I was so mad at my wife, and she admits. She
Oh
was
no.
halfway through, like, no, it wasn't halfway through the episode. It was towards the end of the episode, and I'm like, is that Tawny Newsome? And so she gets on her phone, and I hadn't figured anything out yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, there she is, and she goes, yeah, she's playing blah 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 Dax. And I go, oh, you just ruined it for me. So, yeah, so we're getting a divorce. And
Oh wow.
no, I'm kidding. I forgave her.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought, a spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode. I thought that was interesting. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off about that, like, but whatever. Des brought up a good point, though. How long do the symbionts live?
Not this long.
You don't think so?
No.
No? Why
Nope.
not?
It was established in Deep Space Nine. They live several hundred years. This is thousands of years at this point.
Well, and the Daxamian is already 300 years old by the time we get to Deep Space Nine, too.
Didn't- Am I wrong in thinking the Daxamian didn't it pop up also in Discovery? Wasn't that like one of the symbionts helping out Gray or one of the
Oh,
kids?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But while we're talking about that,
Yeah.
this woman here who's on screen, she is Dax.
Yes.
Okay. Which means she is a member of the House of Martok.
Mm-hmm.
The Klingons were facing extinction last episode, and we have a member of the House of Martok stationed right here where this show takes place.
Yes.
And she's not involved in that at
Right.
all?
Doesn't have anything to say to help out.
Nothing.
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 Yeah.
You know, even if we just learn the fate of the House of Martok, is the House of Martok one of these 8 houses that's still left? Is she the last? Is she the last of the House
Oh, yeah.
of Martok? Now, I know she doesn't get revealed until the end of this episode, but, you know, maybe these 2 episodes should have been flip-flopped.
Yeah.
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 When you know,
I wish she'd been walking around earlier in the series. I wish they'd, I wish she'd been part of the series earlier
Well,
on.
I wonder if she even shows up the rest of the series. Are they just
I don't
going to
know.
drop Dax, say she's there, and
I
that's
hope,
it?
yeah,
Probably.
I hope so.
She's
She
probably
was a
one
writer
off.
on this episode,
Right.
Tawny Newsome.
Right. But my big problem with it that I couldn't get past for me was, okay, so the whole premise is Sam is a holographic synthetic life form, and she is supposed to be some sort of emissary or ambassador for her people. She's supposed to learn about the organics and report back to her people and tell them whether or not it's safe to be reintegrated with them, right?
Yep.
But you have the Doctor,
Yep.
who himself is a holographic being, who has lived among them for hundreds of years.
Who has made contact with other photonic beings during
Exactly.
Voyager,
Right.
and we're just
So-
going to ignore that. He's having dinner with the captain while she makes an ass of the other chancellor for
Yes.
no other reason other than comic relief.
Right. So I get you don't want to make those 2 worlds collide, but you need to acknowledge that because it's going to drive people nuts. It did for me. Like I couldn't even lock into this episode at all because I kept thinking, well, just talk to the doctor. Even at the very least, it's like, look, I know you don't want to talk to those people, but you're photonic. What do you suggest I do? Right?
Yeah.
Something, you couldn't.
There's
It's
a lot that
frustrating.
doesn't make sense.
I
She's
think it's
there
gonna pay
because
off
they
later.
don't trust. She's there because they don't trust biologics.
Right.
Right. That's what they call them, biologics.
Yes.
Yet we witness a biologic with the ability to just access her systems
That's the other one.
and change her program.
Yes.
How is that even allowed?
The other thing is, okay, so you're a society who does not trust these people. So you send a kid? Like, you don't just send, I don't know, an adult or have an actual ambassador? Like, I'm not part of you guys at all. We're just trying to get to know you
Yes.
people.
Yes. It makes no sense.
It
You know
makes
what? And again, all right. So this is what I'm talking about. Had they sat down and talked about these things and had a table read, there is a way to make this make perfect sense.
Right. That's the frustrating thing.
She is the child of the ambassador.
Yes.
And while he is on Earth doing his ambassador stuff, she is attending Starfleet Academy.
Mhm.
And she's not reporting back to them. She's reporting back to him. And he is reporting back to them. He's reporting the stuff that he encounters as an ambassador when everyone is on their best behavior, trying to put their best face forward and sell everything to him. And he's coming back to her saying, you know what happened with my friends today, Dad? My friends did this and my friends did that. And because of that, I learned this, that, and the other thing. So he's taking what they're showing him and what she's bringing to him. And that's what he's reporting back. This is what the biologics want us to know. This is what we found out. That would make so much more sense. It would be so much more interesting. Instead, we get this.
Yeah, the other thing too is, okay, so at one point they show her point of view and she's reading everybody like the Terminator, like she can, scan them and all that. Okay, why doesn't the doctor have that ability? It's been 1,000 years. There wasn't an upgrade he could do to make him a better doctor and not need, a medical tricorder and,
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just, but it was cool seeing Jake. I was happy to see Jake.
Yeah. I love seeing Jake.
I was happy to see Jake, but at the same time, this wasn't Jake.
Right.
This was, well, we don't even know what it was. Jake wrote a leather-bound book and she reads it, and now she has this moment where she's talking to him, but we don't
versions
know.
of Jake. There was the holographic representation of Jake from the museum, the museum itself was a holographic representation.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I was
oh my
confused
god.
But later she's interacting with him, and
I just saw this comment. Atreyu, if Caleb Muir wanted to mess with my internals, I would also say yes.
Yeah, he's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
So she says to him, "Hey sis," which says to me he's also a hologram.
Right.
Okay. And she asks him, "Are you real?" Which means she doesn't know if he's a hologram or not. Or and he says, "Do you want me to be?" And then later she says, "Will you disappear when I close this book?" And he says, "I thought you were controlling all of this." So this is all happening in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I was confused by this.
It is
so was
confusing.
Yeah.
But my point is, this wasn't real Jake. This was hollow Jake or imaginary Jake. But at the same time, if this series was set in the 25th century instead of the 32nd century, could have been real Jake. We could have had real Jake. We could have had real Dax. But we didn't get that.
Right.
We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's God, there's so many, it's so close to it could be good.
But then
but
then there's things that are just 1,000% stupid.
Yeah.
Like this guy puking glitter. What the hell is that?
I didn't like that either. Vomit glitter, that was weird.
That's just this be wacky. Time to be wacky.
And did they just admit that the entire Bajoran belief system is nonsense?
Yeah.
Okay, and you might think you know what I'm talking about, but there's two reasons I'm saying it. She walks in and basically shits all over their
Right.
religion.
In a church,
Okay.
like their version of
Yeah.
church.
Yeah. Okay. But also, the guy who greets her, he puts his hand on her ear, or a holographic representation of her ear,
Mm-hmm.
and then proceeds to tell her her pa is strong. What exactly are you sensing?
Yeah.
She's not real. So does that mean that was never real? That's just a greeting. I'm going to grab you by the ear and tell you
I
your
think it's just
pa is
ritualistic.
strong. It's got to be, because at this point it's nothing. They're sensing nothing.
Yeah.
I did like when she grabbed his ear back. It was like, no, that's not how it works.
You know what also hit me this episode is because they do the whole subplot about will they, won't they with Mir and the Beta Z girl, right? And they're making out at the bar and all that. But Mir is supposed to be like obsessed with finding his mom, and it's been 5 episodes now. Apparently, we don't care. Like he never mentions it really. He's never like trying to do anything.
That's going to be the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
He's going to get a ICQ message from his mom.
Yeah, for sure. But like his girlfriend there, her dad runs Beta Z, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to ask your girlfriend like, "Hey, does your dad maybe have any hints on my mom?"
Yeah.
At least, like it's you can't just leave these things hanging and not let the audience have those answers. That's not how it's not true to the characters.
Yeah.
But so I imagine the next episode will be a Genesis episode and we hear what her backstory or
her backstory is she does what Nintendo don't. That's
right.
it.
Her and Miles, the little two-tailed rabbit thing, or they're gonna just go off an adventure. Yeah.
All right. Say one nice thing. One nice thing.
I like this. I like the voiceover at the end.
Yep. That was neat. That was taken from a jazz album that he did about 20
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Good, Scott. One thing nice.
Scott loved it.
I liked the episode. I nostalgia cried during most of it. I liked it. There's a few things that I didn't like. I didn't like the vomit glitter. I thought 12 shots was a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of envied the fact that she could go from 12 shots to 0 shots.
I mean, you could have done something funny with like she does 11 and it goes, this thing goes to 11 and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the items on display. Okay, so I got confused with the orb. I'm like, wait a minute. How is this? There's an orb there? And then I realized, oh, it's a museum. It's actually a holographic museum.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I got confused. Why is there a typewriter there? That was Benny Sisko's typewriter.
Yeah.
That typewriter should not exist.
Doesn't exist.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
real.
It's real. It's real.
That typewriter should not exist. And but a few other things in there. Oh, I like the you notice the hat that I'm wearing is
Yes.
the Niners.
The Niners.
The Niners.
Yep, there was that.
Yeah.
That hat was in there. But yeah, his typewriter and glasses from Far Beyond the Stars. I'm looking up a couple other things. Baseball glove and the Willie Mays baseball card.
Still smells like bubblegum.
Yeah, from the one that Jake got him. From
Yeah.
in the cards, and then the one of the orbs. So yeah, I liked the episode. For me, it was my favorite episode of the series so far.
Okay.
So
A waiting game says, I don't recall as well as I wish, but doesn't the ending of DS9 verify that the prophets are real since Sisko joins the prophets? Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, it was never in dispute whether they're real. It's whether they're gods or are they
Aliens.
wormhole aliens.
Yeah.
is Q a god or is he an alien? It's the same thing.
I will say this. I since the beginning, I've had a hard time with the Sam character. I just those overly enthusiastic Pollyanna, super cheerful characters. I've never connected with those types. It's one of the reasons why I don't like anime. It's a very anime character.
Mhm.
So I get why they put it in this show because they're targeting youth, and for sure they read the demographics and they're like, oh, the teens love their anime. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I get why she's there, but I just do not connect with those kinds of characters.
So I did like the use of the theremin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though everybody thinks the TOS theme song was originally performed on a theremin, and it was not.
Mhm.
It is often covered using a theremin,
Mhm.
but it was not. It was not made with a theremin. But you listen to a theremin, and man, the TOS theme is made for this instrument.
Yes. Yeah. That's funny. I bring up that I don't like the cheerful character, and Wild Bill's like, I love Sam, and Atreyu's like, too darn cheerful. So I mean, that's what it's a divisive character. That's fine,
Yeah.
People, yeah. But yeah, it was cool to see after the fact that Sarag Lofton started posting all these behind the scenes pictures of him being there, and he looks really happy to be there. That's cool. I'm sure on his podcast he'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I spotted Jaden wearing a skirt,
Yes.
and then I went on what is it, Gronk? Is that the AI generator?
That's one of
And
them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I took one of Worf's 9-inch action figures and asked Gronk to put him in a skirt just for fun to see how it would look. And it was fun. And then I'm like, all right, put him in a party dress. All right, put him in this, put him in that. And I just started selecting all because I was amazed at how quickly and easily
Yeah.
it would put him in different outfits. And I'm chuckling to myself because I'm imagining Worf as like the next generation Barbie doll. So there's a police Worf.
Wait. You
There's
made your own makeover machine?
I did.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna post the pictures to the Facebook
Oh, I
group.
can't wait.
I
afterwards.
cannot wait.
But there's Worf in a bikini. There's Worf in a field hockey uniform. There's
Oh my
God.
God.
Worf as a doctor. Worf as a postal worker. So
Girl Scout, maybe?
I didn't do a Girl Scout.
Oh, okay.
You know,
All right.
that
I might
reminds me
go. I
of
might
that
go back.
D-Space-
I might go back and make a few more.
That
Okay.
reminds me of that Deep Space Nine episode where they all go to Ryza and Worf is standing there holding the swimsuit that Jadzia gives him.
I do
We
have
never-
Worf in a bikini.
We never got to see him actually wearing that.
Oh, no.
We need to see a picture of him actually wearing that Speedo. Make it happen.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Let's ask the chat if they want Worf in the Speedo.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
on Ryza.
Yeah.
I mean, standing next to Jadzia in her one piece, everybody gets what they want.
All right.
I got Worf in a burqa. Worf as a Catholic bishop.
Oh, God.
Oh my,
No, it was equal opportunity.
yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Why not a Ghostbuster suit? I want to see
You know
that.
what? I'm gonna go back and before I post it, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make a few more.
Yeah.
Okay. Batman Worf.
I already have a Green Lantern and a Wonder Woman.
Okay, Green
So-
Lantern works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Worf.
I have him as a chef.
Oh, I
he's-
can't wait.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Okay, so AI is scary.
Yeah.
The one where I said put him in a soccer uniform.
Mhm.
You know what number's on his chest? 47. 47.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
I didn't
It
tell it to do
knows.
that. Yep, it knows.
Worf in a Trekcast shirt.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Atreyu with the deep cut. Post Worf in the Speedo, but Atreyu said, sure, Speedo Worf will make the calendar. Get a Trekcast calendar. God damn. We have not talked about that in forever.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah, but maybe next year. The Trekcast calendar. Oh, man. this poor guy, the war
Yeah.
college guy.
Yep.
He's just there to be shit on.
He's growing on me. I'm starting to like him.
Okay.
I'm starting to like him.
I still don't get the purpose of the war college. If they're all in the same facility, what's the difference?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Ha!
Yeah.
Aqua Wharf.
There you go.
Aqua Wharf.
We're just gonna get a list of wharfs. So, Dan, what's your nice thing about the episode?
The theremin.
The theremin. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep. I like the theremin.
All right. Well, I feels like God.
E Wharf.
E Wharf.
So that reminds me. I do want to do a show this summer. I want to cover Masters of the Universe from 1987.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I want to cover Masters of the Universe from 1987
Don't do it.
is because
Don't do it.
is because my buddy Robbie Duncan McNeil
Yep.
Yeah.
Robbie's
was
in it.
in it. Okay.
Boy.
Yeah, my boy was
My boy
in
Rob.
it. So we're gonna have to cover that for an episode of Trekcast.
All right. He's
Then
throwing it down.
and then we can go and watch the new movie.
I mean, we could do it before the movie.
Yeah.
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 That's possible.
We should do it like right before the new movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when to do it.
So
Watch the new movie is like a palate
So
cleanser.
the old one is fresh in your mind when you watch the new one.
Yeah.
And how much better it's going to be, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited for that movie.
He-Man.
I'm so excited for it too, and similar to this fandom, I mean, there are people that hate it. The new one, they hate it already.
Yeah.
They haven't even. At least I've seen this, and I hate it.
Fair. At least you experienced it, and you were like, "Yeah, no good."
At least they got the sword right. They got the sword right. So
Yeah.
after that, they can. I mean,
sword looks
get
good.
the sword right. You could take creative license with just about anything else.
Dan, did you see that they're starting to sell the sword, like big foam versions of the sword?
That is actually from a few years ago. I think they're doing a new run on it. It was a few years back, about 10 years ago. You could find that at the Halloween store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get it. I need the sword. So, all right. Well, should we get to listener feedback?
Sure.
Listener feedback.
All right.
Chazbiz says he's on a trip. He'll see us next week.
That's right. Well, if anyone wants to join us on the show, you can X up in the chat. Just put a letter X and you can join us. We do have some voicemails, but before we get to them, I just want to say you can leave us a voicemail at 570-661-0001. That's 570-661-0001. And yeah, we got a lot. So let's start with those.
Morning, Trekcast. Yeah, I got a theory on why Academy is kind of low budget. Well, I wouldn't say low budget, but why the writing is subpar. Okay, like you said, from the burn, that these kids have been isolated, so that's why this new class isn't the best of the best, so they're acclimated to the burn. Very similar to when we went through the pandemic. People sort of stayed inside and couldn't get out much, and education suffered. So that's why I'm thinking that's what happened to the writers for Starfleet Academy, and why everything is like 2026. Also, as a note, back in the 60s, the producers were like, Star Trek's too cerebral for some of the audiences, so they had to dub it down a little bit. It took 60 years, but they got it. So unfortunately, we don't have the
what? Oh, it cut off there. Oh, that's why.
All right, let's do Mad Libs. We don't have the what. Go. Dan.
Yeah. That's why we don't have the burn, the lithium crystals. I don't know, man.
Sexual desire.
Scott, go.
Sexual desire.
Sexual desire. Oh,
I'm gonna
that's always strong.
I'm gonna do a first contact and say, we don't have the time to argue about time.
Nice. Yeah.
But either way, thanks for the call. Thanks for the message.
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, we got another one. Let's play this one. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Trekcast? This is Nick from California. I just wanted to mention that Ricardo Montalban, he actually was in the convention in 2009. Well, actually, 2001 in Pasadena. It was a Grand Slam 9 convention. My sister took me to it, and he went up on stage. Shatner was on stage with him. He was in a wheelchair. They were making jokes. It was like Anyway, keep up the great podcast, and talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.
Nice.
All right, so I
Thanks
stand
for the
corrected.
voicemail. Appreciate it.
I stand corrected. Ricardo Montalban did a few conventions. That's good to know. It's good to know that some of the fans got to actually see him in that in that way. So cool.
That's very cool. And then our last one comes to us from Tim. So here we go.
The 5th episode of this atrocious abomination of a pretend Star Trek show. I'll just read through my notes. So the first thing I wrote down is this Sam thinks she's another emissary, and all the way through the show I was like, get those words out of your filthy mouth. How dare you compare yourself to the Cisco? And another thing that really annoyed me, and I couldn't stop thinking about it throughout the show, was this, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about heating the ocean because of these eels, heating all the water in the ocean.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? I mean, are they so dumb that they don't think about heating the ocean and the damage it could do to all the other wildlife there? It's painful. It's really painful, this show. The whole fish ritual thing where they were dancing and singing, I could almost not watch it. It was unwatchable. Every week I watch this, I think of future Star Trek cons. Will anybody ever go to a Star Trek con dressed as any of these characters? I don't like any of them. I can't stand them. This show gets worse as the weeks go on. Why didn't what's-her-name have a hangover when she had all of those drinks? See, that would have been funny if they'd given her a hangover. It's all very well having all the drinks and everything, but give her a hangover as well. As I say, I don't like any of them. This show is awful. I'm watching it for comedy value now, and it just gets worse and worse, and there are no redeeming features about it now. I don't even think it looks that great now, what with all the lens flare and everything. The best thing about this show is that I get to send in a recording every week and listen to you boys. And on that note, I shall leave you. Have a great day. Love you lots. Bye.
So there you go.
So
he
how
loves
you really
the show.
feel.
Yeah.
So tell me if you picked up on this when she says that the Cisco is so revered they don't even have pictures of him anymore. They don't show pictures of him.
Mm-hmm.
Did that say Muhammad to you?
Yeah, I thought that too.
Okay.
Like that's definitely where they got that inspiration for sure. I think the other inspiration was like, we don't want to pay for his likeness, but then they put him in the clouds. So, I don't know what they're doing there. But we also have a couple people on the line, so let's get your arch nemesis, Scott. He's back. Weaker Beard is here.
Yeah, I ended up shaving, and so Weaker Beard.
Yeah. I like it.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
thanks. It's nice to get here. Two weeks in a row.
If a weak beard and a strong beard collide, how much energy is released, and can you power a starship with it? Is it like a matter antimatter?
Yeah,
to control the
Yep.
Yeah, you need a beard field that creates a that contains the energy.
I feel like a beard field is like a Wingstop. There's a lot of beards in those places.
Primo makes.
Yeah.
Special balm.
I'm just picturing somebody tapping the console. Say the beard field is collapsing.
So, D-Bear, what'd you think? Did you like it? Did you not?
I enjoyed Miss Marvel.
Okay.
And that's how this felt.
Yeah.
Because like just the stylization and everything, but It was actually the first episode that I actually realized there was an A plot, a B plot, and even I think a C plot, which was, it felt like a real episode for once, not like a more serialized. It feels like this one could just plopped in anywhere, to Dan's point about they should have probably had this one after the Klingon episode. But up until I found out about the comics, I thought that they didn't, this is the first episode where they didn't tear or destroy or reboot or undo something from old Trek. They left Cisco like the mystery of where he went, and didn't try to change it and retcon it. I know the comics did a lot, but yeah, it felt like they actually kind of tried to honor it rather than try to make it their own or destroy it or something. And that's the one thing I liked about it. And it was funny because I totally didn't pick up that Tawny Newsome. Well, I knew it was Tawny Newsome, but I didn't pick up the character that she was a Cardassian or a Cardassian hybrid until the very end when she revealed the Trill spots. And then she turned around and went, oh. So that was kind of a cool reveal. But yeah, I totally didn't pick up on that the whole time because all I was distracted was, hey, that's Tawny Newsome. She's just an alien of the week makeup. So I don't know, maybe it was the way her hair was kind of covering the forehead ridge a little bit, so you couldn't really tell, and then the color was off. So yeah, but yeah, I think
thought
that's
her
the
spoon
thing I
ridge
liked
was
it.
a little too big, but other than that, I don't know. Was that racist to say spoon ridge?
No, it wasn't noticeable to me because yeah, I think for me is like when I see Cardassians, because she had everything covered up. What do you call those? Like the neck.
The neck ridges? Yeah.
That was always a big giveaway because they never could fit in like a normal uniform because it would always stick out so much. So, but no,
I wonder if she
okay.
can do the Cardassian neck trick.
Which is what? We've never seen it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, don't. They're gonna put it in season 2 just to kill it. There's some stuff that we probably shouldn't see. There was one issue I had though is with, and this is the whole photonic thing, is when Sam's talking to her, I don't know, whatever you call overlords or whatever.
Yeah.
Why was it like
Kalons?
the Kalons? That's exactly what I was thinking of. Like they stole this story from Orville, but why was it like this non-corporeal light source? They're photonics. I would have rather have seen her, what's the K something, what her species looked like or was programmed to look like by their creators. That would have been more realistic. But they're making it seem like she's a non-corporeal being, like a Organian or something, as opposed to a photonic. And that's the part I'm getting confused now.
Because when her bosses are in the Great Link, that's how they exist. They exist as one big shape.
It should be ones and zeros, or
you watched you watched Prodigy, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there one of the characters? Yeah, Zero.
Yeah, she was contained in this little.
Yeah, wasn't that what she looked like when she was out of it?
Yeah, exactly, and that's what threw me off because I'm like, are they saying that these photonics are actually non-corporeal all of a sudden now? Are they evolved, or are they actually still? And I don't know if that's why they can say that she can do things that the Doctor can.
Yeah,
but it's throwing me off a bit. And it feels like they haven't fully defined what she really is as a photonic, or what a photonic really is. Yeah. Especially when you have the Doctor like right there.
Yeah.
And he is still dealing with trauma too. It's
for sure.
They pulled on that thread more. Yeah. So
that's the question. Are we going to get a Doctor episode where we're actually going to see some of this?
I think we are.
I hope so, because that's probably one of the few threads they have going right now that I'm actually curious about and actually interested in seeing.
He's going to have a drink with that one kid, and they're going to talk about their lives, and then that kid's going to throw up glitter.
Oh, God.
God, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of
mess up in a unicorn at that point.
Yeah.
I hope they don't, with that episode, though, I hope they don't just solve it there. Because that would just be too soon, too quick. Like thousands of years of trauma, and this one kid solves it in one episode. Like that should be a lingering thing that they pull through the whole series, or I don't know, the full 2 years. We'll see.
So I'm wondering if the reason he likes the Chancellor is because she's a Lanthanite, and he's while he will probably outlive her. Also, it'll take a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe he's attaching himself to longer lived beings because he's experienced so much loss over the years. He's outlived so many of his friends.
But
yeah.
But
That's why he's bitter.
if he's that hurt and that bitter, why is he
Yeah.
still in Starfleet? Why isn't he off somewhere else away from people because he doesn't want to deal with
Because
getting close to people?
the happiest moments of his life were when he was in Starfleet. That's why.
Yeah.
Because even though the people are no longer a constant, the mission is always the same.
I wonder if they're going to pull that deep cut of that episode in Voyager where he was trying to deal with survivor's guilt and they deleted that part of his code and it threw him into like a spiral. And it feels like that's kind of similar things where they just had to leave him like running just to kind of get over and process it. And it feels like that's still something where he still has to deal with, which is, I think, when we think about artificial life forms and everything and trying to be more human in that aspect, I think they're succeeding in that kind of writing to do that. But yeah, it's interesting to see if they even know that episode, kind of like how they don't realize that Dax is part of the House of Bartok.
Yeah.
I feel like if they are going to do a Doctor episode in Academy, they are going to have to go back to a specific episode of Voyager, to a specific, type of plot point with the Doctor, and go on that.
When they eventually do the Doctor episode, which Voyager cast member is coming back for the cameo?
I was just thinking to myself, when they do this, they could do a series of flashbacks and all of them.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
but it's going to have to be. They can only do it one of two ways. It can only be flashbacks from previously done footage from Voyager or from the 25th century.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so
I'm not interested in Eclipse episode with the Doctor.
No,
It was like, remember that time?
That might be one of the episodes.
And then they just show
now
clips from 1997.
Hey, I would not be mad at an episode where 30 or 70% of it takes place in the 25th century.
That'd be great. You still got those Picard sets.
Even how would they do it though if the Doctor's going to interact with? It would have to be heavily CG with the Doctor because he didn't. Yeah. He didn't change his appearance until.
Well, we don't know when he changed his appearance.
500.
No, they
years
said.
ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would want to see just pre-burn, like what was the peak of Starfleet right before the burn happened? That would be interesting to see, if anything, but that's going to take too much resources to be able to show that.
If they did a flashback to the 25th century and it still takes place at Starfleet Academy, you know who the Chancellor is, right?
Who?
It's Patrick Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my weekly reminder of what we could have had.
Yeah.
This show. Can you make a bumper for next week? What we could have had, and then
I'll work on that. That sounds like great.
Would it be Jean-Luc Picard's school for gifted Starfleet officers?
Yes.
Yep.
He's wearing a green uniform for some reason.
Yep. And his
Chancellor is Gene.
Yep. And his office is on deck 10, but it's a Roman numeral.
Yeah.
And he's always sitting in his chair.
Yep.
Yes.
Always
in his chair. It floats him everywhere.
Yep.
There's a class that talks to you about risk. It's called the Gambit.
Yep.
There's an obstacle course. The beast.
Yeah, they already have the danger room. We saw it 2 weeks ago.
Yes, they do. Oh God, it's perfect. All right. We also have Hipster Spock waiting, so we should
All
try to
right.
get to him. But
All right.
yeah, thanks, Steve Bear.
I'll let
Thanks,
you
Steve.
guys.
Steve here, good to hear
Yeah.
from you. Yeah, I want to see Bellotta Torres too.
Yeah. Trey wants to see Balana. That's great. All right,
Besides
Hipster Spock.
Dax, who else do we want to see? We can see. There's other characters that we can see. We can see, ancestral characters. We can see, Jake Sisko's great grandchildren.
Oh, we can make
or
him up. Yeah.
Kira's or anybody.
Yeah.
Bashir, O'Brien's. I'd like to see an O'Brien.
Yeah. I want to see the O'Brien statue, though.
I'd like to see the O'Brien statue. I'd like to see. You know who I'd like to see?
Who's that?
And I've said it on the show many times. I would like them to finally find the cryo container that Charles Tucker III is in.
Oh, yeah.
They finally unthaw him because the last time we saw him, he was going into a stasis container, and they never showed him dying or coming out. So I think he's still in a cryo chamber, and he's still among us.
Q Jr. would be fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
I could do another Q episode. It's been a while.
Yeah. All right. Hipster Spock has been waiting for a long time. Very patient. Thank you for waiting, Hipster Spock. You're on.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I don't think it would be a good idea for them to do the 25th century thing because that would really remind the fans what they could have had, like what you said.
What we could have had.
Yeah.
So, that would be really suicidal for them. I would rather have who would be great? Garrett Wang making a cameo.
Oh yeah.
It's good for him to get a paycheck too, right?
Right. Yeah.
I was happy that Sherrod Lofton got a paycheck this week.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy and everything. So, yeah, usually I would be trying to trash the thing, but it's nice to see somebody that cool getting a paycheck.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Paychecks are nice, and
They are.
if anyone out there wants to send us a paycheck,
Right.
feel free, because I do this shit for free, my friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's one of the behind the scene photos of Sirach and Tony Newsom and Sam all together. So
Cash in a check.
Yeah. That's right. That poor guy just randomly in the background, like some crew member, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sam, they totally did her dirty by having all this stuff happening in the first episode and her being completely ditzy and stuff because I think if they wanted to do her correctly, it would have been great if she was really caring and really authentic and stuff like that, and really basically a Neelix person.
Mm-hmm.
That would definitely grow on people because with Neelix, okay, he's a little annoying, but he knows the Gamma Quadrant.
Yeah,
right. Show her
Delta
capability
Quadrant,
too.
Delta Quadrant.
More like Data.
So,
naive but capable.
Yeah, and I didn't watch the episode, but did they have her drink anything green?
She didn't drink any.
Yeah, they just turned a dial on her program.
She just downloaded some shots. She didn't actually drink anything.
It would have been better if she drank shots.
It would have been funny.
And then drink something green, and then say, "Ew, this is disgusting," but I like it, and it's green.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Have that Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this episode, it reminds me of this 1999 classic that goes, "Oh, that dress so scandalous." The tong 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 tong.
Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah.
So, because of the party scene and this song was sang by a guy named Cisco.
Uh-huh. I get it. I get it.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Deep cut.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
One last thing.
Sure.
Rather than commenting on the episode or the series and stuff, I wanted to talk about merch. Okay. Is it okay?
About March?
March?
Merch.
We got a few
Merchandise.
weeks.
Merch. Oh,
Merch.
Oh,
merchandise.
merch.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Yes.
Merchandising.
I was looking at the Ides of
Exactly.
March.
Yes. What are we planning for March, guys?
Like that, like I was thinking, like, this $400 like Lego set, that was a totally missed opportunity, because if they had produced a set for like $5 to $10 or even up to $20, and it was like the Athena or like the Enterprise, and then they released it around Christmas, that would have been great stocking stuffers, and it would have been getting a Enterprise into the hands of like tons of kids, and getting them like interested in Star Trek, and having their dads or grandfathers explaining the Star Trek universe to their grandkids or their kids, and then that would revitalize the whole franchise.
I mean, that's a lot of lifting for one Lego set, but maybe.
They could have like just the Enterprise, the Bird of Prey, and all these other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do
the
a
whole
full line.
series.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be great. But I don't know if they're going to do a full line. I think that we're just getting the Enterprise.
Yeah.
But who knows? I
But
mean, they got
still,
time. Yeah.
I think it would have been a lot better, and they would. Okay, they would have made a lot more money, and a lot more people would be involved, because unless because a lot of Trek merchandise are overpriced, and the quality isn't that great.
Mhm.
With the exception of Ego Moss, those ships are amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they could maybe up the ante in that department.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show, but there's going to be a bridge you can buy soon. So and it's going to come in all sorts of parts, and it looks pretty big.
But still, that's big.
Yeah.
You want as many people to have access to it as possible.
Right.
At this point,
You have
not
a
And
price
you're
point
going
don't
to
go
have
for
to get
the
another storage unit.
Yeah.
don't go for the super big premium stuff, because that's, I mean, if you guys can't afford it, then it's too expensive.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, for the record, it's not that I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I don't have the space for it.
Okay,
Same with me. That's the issue.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You want a lower
I'm
price
not
point for
saying
more
that
people
you-
to be able to be part of it.
Yeah, exactly. You want a lot more people to participate.
Right.
So here's the thing. You look at the Star Wars sets,
Mhm.
and they will have the Millennium Falcon similar to that Enterprise that was put out. And then they will have a smaller version of it that's more reasonably priced. And then they'll have one that's this big that you can't put a minifigure in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. But Star Wars has a draw that Star Trek just does not have with
Right.
children. So I think if they did those little sets like that, I think they'd be in the clearance aisle after a while.
Mhm.
And that's something else that you don't want. When your product is seen in the clearance aisle,
Yeah.
it sends a message that this brand is not viable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got to be careful with stuff like that.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, that's a fair point.
All right.
But yeah, I just feel that, I mean, I would love to. I live all the way here in Europe, and I would love to have access to a lot more Trek merch, but it's nearly impossible to get up here.
Yeah.
Somebody posted, I can't afford it because I need two, one to build and one to keep sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I'm not one of those people that has to keep it in the original package. For me, I want to touch it. I want to hold it. I want to play with it.
Yeah.
My problem when I was a kid, I not only opened everything up, but I took everything apart too. I had the bridge set too, but it's gone because I took it apart and it's part. I have like one side panel piece, and then the rest is in landfills. The other is in an attic in a house that got sold years ago. It just in different pieces.
Do you read that?
I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Go ahead. You read it.
What kid wouldn't be reenacting Measure of a Man with Lego toys, though?
Oh my god!
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What's the candle one? What's that one? That's great for
yeah. The ghost one. Yeah. Awesome.
But like a while back, there was a company called Mega Blocks, and they had like the Klingon like ship and the Enterprise, and it was like pretty reasonably priced and stuff. So
yeah, but I don't
it's
think
not
those
like
sold
it's never
very
been
well.
done.
They didn't sell very well.
Yeah, and that's like when they had the movies. Like arguably, it was even more popular.
Well, no, you're talking about Creo, which was was Hasbro's version of Lego for a while. Was Creo, and Mega Bloks is Mattel's version. Of Lego, which is still around. They the He-Man ones are all Mega Bloks, which is Mattel. All the Halo stuff is Mega Bloks. Call of Duty is Mega Bloks. Pokemon is Mega Bloks. Quality is great. Doesn't have the same draw as Lego though.
Right.
Because the thing with Lego, there are people that will buy Star Wars Legos because they love Star Wars, and there are people who will buy them because they love Legos. Lego itself has its own following. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey,
Mr.
thank
Spock.
you.
Thanks for being on. All right.
And to prove that Lego has its own draw, you can get Lego sets where it's a 1,000-piece set of a television.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A potted plant, but it's made of Legos.
Yeah.
I was reading about there are people who it doesn't matter. They will buy the Lego sets when they come out and just hold on to them for a few years because they always go up in value and then just resell them then.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So whatever. But all right. Guess before we head out, you guys ready for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What's that? The Superb Owl?
The Superb Owl, yes. My favorite of the owls. He's got a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a little get together over here. We're gonna
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I had to explain to my daughter why we're going to Grandma's house later. Well, we're going to watch the Super Bowl. Well, what is that? Well, it's a football game, but there's funny commercials and we have yummy snacks. And she's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Couldn't care less about the football, but
nope.
It's going to be yummy snacks. What kind of snacks, Daddy?
Yeah, tell me more about these snacks.
Are there going to be tater tots, Daddy? Oh, honey, there will be tater tots. Oh, yeah. I would like to go to the Super Bowl, Daddy.
We're having some friends over that they don't even watch football, but it's more about the food and the fellowship and whatever.
Yeah, I don't follow it. I don't know who's playing.
We're supposed to get a Spider-Man trailer. That's all I care about.
And that's the thing. I was saying to my son, what do you think we're going to get? Oh, get Spider-Man. Maybe we'll get another Avengers teaser. We might get a longer Masters of the Universe trailer. We'll see.
They've announced the movies that it is, and I know for sure we're not getting an Avengers one.
All right. Well, thanks for ruining it for me.
Sorry,
you couldn't just let me have this.
The Super Bowl viewership just dropped by millions of people.
Yeah. The lowest rated Super Bowl now. Yeah.
We're going to be on the news thanks to Trekcast.
That's right. We ruined it. All right.
What's next week's episode?
I don't know. More Starfleet Academy. I don't know.
Starfleet Academy. Does anybody know? Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody knows. Yeah. But it'll be on next week.
I was going to look it up.
Oh, do you got it? Okay.
No.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you next week.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See us on all
See
the
you guys.
socials. Bye.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines, so I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?